Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to give you a recap of weeks 28 to 31 of my second pregnancy. This one again has been really different compared to the one that I had with my son, who is now just over 2 years old. I am due January 6th of 2020, and I am now 31 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I'll show you guys my belly at the end fully, but you can see here that I'm definitely getting there and I'm feeling it. So let's just go over a bit of like the size of the baby to start off with, and then I'll go into my symptoms for this. And I'm sorry, my refrigerator just started making a noise. It's funny, you've probably seen almost every room of my house in these different reviews because I'm always trying to find good lighting. But as of right now, the baby is about the size of a head of romaine lettuce. It's about 16 inches long, which is crazy to think because I had my son at 37 weeks due to low amniotic fluid, and he was only 19 inches long when he was born. So there's not much more room to grow there. And then babies at about 31 weeks tend to range from 3 pounds to 3.5 pounds. I usually get my stats from the Ovia pregnancy app because I really like kind of the format of that app, but some of the others say varying things about the weight at this period in time. The biggest thing over the last few weeks is that I've definitely had an increase in nausea. I think I told you guys in my last update that I failed my 1-hour glucose test. So I had to do the 3-hour again, and I had to do that with my son. And it was funny because I got a 140 on the 1-hour test with my son, and I got the exact same number, 140, on the 1-hour test with this baby. I took my test around lunchtime, and I tried not to eat like a bunch of carbs before it, but I did eat because they told me to, and that's what you're supposed to do. But then when I took the 3-hour test, they said my numbers were great on every single one of the blood tests, because what they do is you go in there, they take a urine sample, and then they take your blood right away when you take the drink, and then they take your blood every hour for the next 3 hours. I did feel nauseous that first hour, and they just had me sit in the non-stress test room the entire time, and I just worked on my laptop in their little lazy boy chair the entire time. But yeah, I passed all those tests, but I'm still feeling nauseous and definitely getting heartburn. I don't remember feeling nausea in the 3rd trimester with my son, and I actually had my 32-week appointment yesterday with my doctor. We're kind of like a week ahead of what the normal appointments would be, just based off scheduling. And they were like, does it get better with Tums or like Rolaids? And I'm like, oh yeah, it does. So they said it's most likely heartburn. They did notice when I took my urine test yesterday that there was some sugar in my urine, and they asked me what I ate right before I went, and I had a bowl of Honey Bunches of Oats. And as soon as I said that, she was like, that is it. Cereal tends to trigger that in pregnant women. She says it's typical of people that don't eat a lot of sugar normally for like those types of results. And I said, I have a bad sweet tooth, but typically outside of pregnancy, I'm nowhere near as bad at actually giving in to my sweet tooth. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it and limit my sugar throughout the rest of this pregnancy. Though I passed my glucose test with flying colors, and that's what she said. She was like, okay, I'm not worried, but we will monitor it the next time you come in. And I actually scheduled my 34-week and 36-week appointment there, which will bring us up to 1 month before the due date. So we start having bi-weekly appointments at my OB at 32 weeks. And then when we get to 36 weeks, we'll go every single week. In terms of the baby's position, we were trying to figure that out yesterday. She was just kind of like gripping my belly. And I really think that the baby is just lying like straight across. Because you can't really tell in this shirt, but I feel movements on either side here. At my 24-week ultrasound, the baby was head down, but we really think we got a wiggle worm here and we're not in the birthing position anymore. In terms of what's been going on the last few weeks, we've been traveling, and I'm done traveling. I'm done traveling throughout this pregnancy. It was 30 weeks. My company had a customer event, and it was a lot of like, just talking to customers throughout the day and whatnot. It was great. It's just a long day. And then like flying up there and then flying back. And on my way back, I was home for a day, and then we went out to Arizona to see my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law out there. And Kirk had already flown out there with Henry, so I was by myself on the way out there, so it wasn't too bad. I got to stand up and walk around the airplane. It was a 3.5-hour flight on the way there, and then 3 hours on the way back. But on the way back, I had Henry with me, and just kind of trying to keep him from trying to sleep on the floor of the airplane, and just trying to stay as comfortable as possible while being this pregnant. I wouldn't recommend it. They say you can fly up to 35 weeks, but guys, I'm 99% sure I'm done. And I mean, I'm going to be 32 weeks on Monday. So yeah, I'm done. So I wouldn't recommend too much of that. I do have my work, like they all meet the first week of each month, about 2 hours away. And I think I'm going to have to say like I can't do even the long drives after a bit. My back just starts killing me. So gotta do what's best for yourself in times like this. Now, in terms of other symptoms, I have, of course, my hemorrhoid back, which I figured because they haven't gone away since Henry. They have gotten better, but the more pregnant I get, the worse it gets. My weight has pretty much stayed the same at like 21 pounds gained for the pregnancy so far. So I only gained 19 to 20 pounds with Henry. But I think with this pregnancy, I'll probably end up closer to like 25 to 26 pounds gained, which is perfectly healthy. It just seems like that's how my body is going with this. And I've definitely given in to my temptations more with this pregnancy. Kind of ate some stuff off of Henry's plate quite a bit. And I haven't been working out consistently, which I did with my son's pregnancy. So yeah, there's a lot of causes that are leading to that. Now, in terms of emotions, I have been a hot box of all different types of emotions. I'll be like super happy to like super depressed, and it's just a matter of the day. I am very, very sensitive when pregnant, like feeling like a whale, fishing for compliments, all of that. That's me to a T. And I know it's happening. I know, like, as I'm saying it, like the reasoning behind it, but it's still coming out. I just gotta make sure like I keep everything in check, because I do think I had a little bit of postpartum depression with Henry that I let go on too long. So I want to just kind of monitor myself throughout all of that. You see, I'm like about to cry right now. That is how my emotions are. I could cry at the drop of a hat. In terms of baby preparations, I was on the Bye Bye Baby website a couple of days ago and ordered a going home outfit for a boy and a going home outfit for a girl, because we don't know the gender. we're pretty set on the first names, don't know middle names. So we'll see, but I just got the cutest little like hat and onesie outfits for them. And I know we have to wash them both. I told my husband, I was like, I'll just return the other one. But you can't return it after it's been washed. So we'll just give it to someone when we're in the hospital. And then I brought out all of Henry's old clothes. So if it's a boy, we have plenty of stuff. I was trying to see how much gender neutral stuff we had, and yeah, about none. And a lot of it's like daddy's little dude and sayings like that on it. So we're pretty much gonna be at the ground level when it comes to clothes if this is a girl, but that's perfectly fine. People are always like, what do you need? And I said, well, if it's a girl, it's gonna be clothes. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I got my breast pump from insurance. I ended up doing the Spectra S2 this time because I heard it really gets the milk out. I'm gonna try to exclusively breastfeed. I had to exclusively pump with my son, so it'll be a weird journey. I've been looking at online classes, and I have a book that my husband got me on breastfeeding that I've been like rereading because I read it with my son. Just to make sure like I understand like latching and whatnot, so that everything hopefully goes well with it. Other than that, like we got the pack and play down, the swing down, the rock and play, things like that. All of that's been taken down, and I washed all of the clothes. I even got out some of the outfits that I'm gonna put into our hospital bag. So I'm thinking in the next week or so, I'm gonna go ahead and pack our hospital bags, and I'll probably film a video once I get like mine, Kirk's, and the babies together. And then also gonna pack something for Henry for when he goes to probably my in-laws while I'm in the hospital. So that'll probably be another video for us here. But that's gonna be it for today. I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys my belly. Pull down the little waistband that I have here so that you guys can see the belly. Here we go. Oh. And these are motherhood maternity leggings. So this is 31.5 weeks. So you can see. Like I said, I really think the baby is like this way in there. Holy crap, it looks huge. And it looks like I have the linea nigra all the way, which I had with my son as well. But yeah, this is the belly. I've been putting cocoa butter on it every night just to try to help keep it moisturized and prevent me from scratching it a bunch. But yeah, this is it. This is the big shebang. Well, I hope you guys like this. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.